Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Cloudy Cleric. My name's Oliver. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Super Awesome Stranger Things podcast by Ollie. That's me. I am Ollie, and I took last week off because I had a cold and I still kind of do. I still kind of feel like shit. I had a sinus infection. So I decided to not do sastpbo because I had the chills, I was sniffling and coughing and all this really unpleasant stuff. So I decided to take that week off. But I'm here now and I'm doing sastpbo now. And I actually released a main video, one that I edited and stuff, not a podcast episode, on my channel yesterday that I actually filmed maybe a month ago. But time's weird. I've been very busy. I've been doing a lot of things. But yeah, that's out now. And I'm working on a video right now, a drawing video, where I draw some of the Stranger Things characters as Percy Jackson characters. Or in the Percy Jackson universe, or however you want to put it. And that will be out whenever I finish that drawing, because I'm not even done with the sketch, and I've been working on it for more than 6 hours, according to Procreate. And then I was kind of I gave it a couple days, and I looked back on it, and I was like, this is kind of like shit. This kind of looks fugly. I don't know what the fuck I was on. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it right now. We're just doing sastpbo, which is great. I love sastpbo. But yeah, other general life updates. Oh, part of my permanent retainer broke, and I had a big wire poking in my, on my tongue constantly. And I started tasting blood after a while. It was terrible. I got it fixed yesterday, luckily. And this happened on Wednesday. But now there's a big red hole where it was mainly scratching me, and then I swear that it feels like my tongue was burned by something really hot. Whenever you drink maybe a coffee that's too hot, and it kind of makes your tongue all numb. I swear there's I'm gonna be a snake and I'm gonna shed a layer of skin, because I don't know, man. It feels so gross. It feels like when you have the white things on your tongue before you brush your teeth at the beginning of the day, but you can't get it off. It's terrible. So I do not recommend going through what I went through. I do not like that. I do not like that. I did not like that. I will not like that. When will I like it? I don't know. I hope you got that reference. Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? I've worn wigs on this channel. Sorry, I'm getting real off topic. But yeah, I've been kind of having personally, I've been having a little bit of a Percy Jackson regression phase. Not with the TV show or anything. I haven't watched the TV show yet, just purely with the books. I started reading, I started rereading the series. The the first book of the main series. I'm checking my phone to go to Goodreads. And of course Goodreads is not functioning right now, because that's how that's how it goes. The fuck, Goodreads? Oh my god. I forget how unusable this app is. The fuck? Oh, there we go. I started reading it, let's see, 11 days ago. I marked it as I'm reading it, and 10 days ago was when I officially started reading it. And I'm on the fourth book now. So, yeah, I finished the second book in 2 days and the third book in 3 days. I didn't finish the first book in one day, though. That would be a little crazy. I go at the pace of kind of like 100 pages per day because I'm insane like that, and it's the autism. And honestly, I don't remember like anything from the main series. Like, once I pick up the book and I like look at the chapter names, I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember like basically what happens in this book. Or like I always create really vivid scenes in my mind whenever I read a book. Like when I read a book, it is the same for me as watching a movie, which I've realized that a lot of my friends that don't like reading just don't have that same experience that I do. Like when I am reading a book, I am practically watching a movie in my mind. Um, so when I remember what happens in the previous books, I don't remember specific scenes or details like I remember what I saw in my head. Um, so I I remembered pretty much all the events of the first book, and then some of the events of the second book, and then the third I was like, oh, I remembered more of it towards the beginning and end, like the middle I kind of forgot about. The fourth I recognized the title, and I kind of remember what it's about. The fifth I can't really tell you until I get there and I start remembering. But yeah, I'm just rereading them now, and then I have the Heroes of Olympus, which I also read when I was in elementary school. But that was not 10 years ago. That was closer to 7 years ago. It was when I read Heroes of Olympus. And I'm going to reread those because I remember those also being really good. I can't remember if when I was little I said they were better than the original series, but I had very strong opinions about the books, and then I'm just kind of going on a Rick Rodrin. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I'm so sorry. Um, kind of spam read right now because then I'm gonna read the Kane Chronicles, which I thought were lit as fuck, but none of my friends seem to agree with me. Like the Kane Chronicles are so good. Please comment below. Kane heads rise. Sorry. Um, yeah. So I don't know if you're into Percy Jackson. Comment down below. I want people to talk to. If you're wondering, based purely on appearance, and I feel like what most people see of me, I think they would think I'm an Apollo kid, but on the inside I'm a Hades kid. I'm gonna be for real. Like it's weird. Like I have all the talents and the skills and hobbies of an Apollo kid. Like I play, what is it, like 5 instruments. I draw constantly. I love writing. I love laying in the sun. That's actually a new thing. That hasn't been that's a new development in my life. Um like I enjoy the outdoors more now that I'm older. But on the inside, and ever since I originally read the books when I was little, I've kind of always been like a little bit of a Hades kid. Like Nico D'Angelo, he's my little autistic king. At least in the third book, he's very autistic, and I'm very appreciative of it. And I also kind of have that older sibling that's protective, I guess, in a way. So I also relate to him on that level, but I don't know. It's hard to explain because like I could see myself being Apollo or Hades, but when I say Hades, I have to explain myself because people don't get it. Um, but when I was little, I thought I was Athena. Actually, there was a portion of time where I tried to convince myself that I was Poseidon because I wanted to be like Percy Jackson because I don't know if I had gender envy or if I had a crush on him. One of the two. I don't remember what. Um, yeah, but that fucking failed, and then I was like, I'm a kid of Athena, but that just meant I was a gifted kid, and I'm actually probably a kid of Apollo. I don't know, and I think that, I don't know, call me projecting. I think that Will is the same. I've been talking a lot with my friends about this, about what cabins each of the Stranger Things characters would be in if they were in Percy Jackson. And I think Will kind of has the same dilemma as me. Well, I can very much see him as an Apollo kid, but like I can also see him as a Hades kid at the same time. And I'm in constant battle. There's two wolves inside of you. That's how I feel, at least. And if you're still watching and you're not skipping over, I'll go over some of my other headcanons that me and my friends have formed about some of the other people, other characters in Stranger Things. So all of the Wheeler siblings are children of Athena. You can go argue with the wall. I I honestly didn't know where to put Mike until one of my friends, Marsh, said that he should be an Athena kid, and I was like, wait, like you right, like I see the vision, and obviously Nancy is like literally poster child of Athena Cabin, and like the entire fucking way that she acts. I can't describe it. And then Holly just gets lumped in there, like, what's it called? Uh, through association. She just gets, I don't know. She's gonna be smart. I don't know. We're gonna discuss Holly today, actually. Um, and then for a while, so these are my, so I already told you how I'm conflicted about Will being Apollo or Hades. But the thing is that I don't think Jonathan's Apollo, like, whatsoever. Like, the only thing I can relate Jonathan to being an Apollo kid with is photography. But otherwise, like, he is a Hades boy. So, what my friends came up with, and I think that this is genius, is there's a couple routes. So, there's the first option is that they're both children of Hades. The second option is the Apollo stuff, with Will being a child of Apollo. But Jonathan is not directly a demigod. He's like a legacy child of Hades, because in my head, Lonnie, which is Jonathan's dad, if you don't know, Lonnie's is a child of Hades. And so those genetics passed down to Jonathan, and it makes so much sense in my head. And my friends were like, "You're cooking," and I know I'm right, and this is canon. Next, obviously, Dustin is Hephaestus. Argue with the wall. Max Aries. Max Aries lives in my soul. I think about this all the time. And I don't know, I haven't figured out the fucked up family tree yet, because I feel like it's really hard to make family trees when it comes to, like, Percy Jackson, because, like, it's just, like, a big clusterfuck of things. It's crazy. Like, they get so many bitches. I don't know. The gods do. But it makes sense, because I feel like Billy, fuck you, Billy. Billy and Max. Oh my god, hello? I have to think about where it was now. Right. All right. So Max and Billy, which fuck you, Billy, I hate you, Billy, are both Aries kids. They're both Aries kids, and I think that they both like represent the like different aspects of being an Aries kid, and I feel like it has the same like angst that Max has in the show, where she has to deal with Billy being like biological family to her. Even if they don't have the same mom, they both have the same dad and the same, like, I haven't explained I don't know what the fuck's going on with their parents, but it has the really like internal struggle of having somebody that you are blood related to be an asshole, and like the complexities of that and what being blood related means and all that kind of shit. And I feel like that works out. Lucas and Erica are kind of really difficult because I feel like similar with the buyers, like you can't put them in the same cabin without like sacrificing at least some of the things. So what I thought for Lucas was Apollo, because that kid's definitely an archer. I can tell. Oh my god, we're 15 minutes in. I'm so sorry, guys. This is what happens when the autism takes over. Like, Lucas could be Apollo, but then also we were talking, and I can see both Lucas and Erica being children of Aphrodite. Lucas, just because, like, that man's very good looking. But Erica, I mean, she's also good looking. This isn't me being like, Erica's not good looking. I think she is a very pretty girl. Erica, because specifically, like, I think she's one of those Aphrodite kids that has, like, really harnessed the ability of charm speak. So that makes sense in my head. But I could also see Erica being, like, an Athena child or a Hephaestus child with Dustin. It makes sense in my head. You know. So yeah, that's the party. Steve and Robin are both my Aphrodite king and queen. Yeah. Sorry, the fucking balloons. I hate the fucking balloons. Yes. We already went over Jonathan. Murray is the only adult that I gave. Oh shit, I forgot 11. Sorry, 11 is definitely Hecate. Hecate. Sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce her name. I know how to pronounce most of their names, but like I'm not going out of my way to look up how to pronounce the names. The goddess of magic, I feel like that's pretty obvious. I feel like that's Elle's mom. But the only adult that I gave a godly parent to was Murray, because that man just like radiates Dionysus energy. Like, that man, woo! If you swapped Mr. D and Murray in Stranger Things and Percy Jackson, and you like gave them like the same context, like obviously Mr. D in Stranger Things would not be a god. Like just swap their lives. Like, I would not be able to tell a fucking difference. I'm gonna be for real. I mean, there's, like, some things, but oh my god, those men are so alike. I don't know, I'm just right. Anyway, so yeah, that is my Stranger Things Percy Jackson rant. Please let me know if you agree or disagree with my takes. Yeah, we should get into the actual episode because we have a lot to talk about today, actually, since we missed last week. And we have a lot of updates. We have possible episode titles. We have this, like, really intense leak from an action sequence that they were filming at the radio station. A secret third thing. I know there's other things that they just weren't as intense as those two things. So when I am looking at these spoilers today, I want to mainly focus on the action sequence video that got leaked and the episode title names, because those are kind of like the biggest things that we've gotten. And then I'll talk about some of the smaller things. All right. So let me pull up my browser. Okie dokie. And I caved and I switched, or I'm testing out Opera. I don't know how much I like it so far. Like, it's fine, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it's like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'll actually use it, but yeah. So these were the names of some of the possible episodes, or some of the possible titles of the next 6 episodes in Stranger Things. So leaving out 7 and 8, which is kind of becoming a common theme because they left out the last 2 episodes with season 4 too by splitting it into volume 1 and volume 2. and volume 2 was just the final 2 episodes. But this is according to Jeff Schneider. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Should I know who that is? I'm gonna look this up. What the fuck? No, search. It's a film critic. Okay, I don't know whether to believe. Okay, whatever. These were some of the possible names of the episodes, and they are subject to change. Even if they are real, they're subject to change. If they aren't real, then this is sad. And me and my friends, I can't say that I like strongly believe in like these as real episode titles, I guess. I mean, the fact that they put like a name attached to who gave these titles out kind of gives it like a like credibility thing, but like I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, but we're going to go over it anyway. So the first episode, The Crawl, this was released. We know this is a fact for sure. The first episode is called The Crawl, which we found out not last Stranger Things Day. Wait, shit, no. Did we find it out last Stranger Things Day? Yes. No. 2 Stranger Things days ago. Sorry. We got the first line of the first episode last Stranger Things Day. So Stranger Things Day 2023. Yes? Wait, shit, no, that was last year. It's 2020. I'm getting my dates mixed up, guys. Stranger Things Day 2022 was when we found out the name of The Crawl, and if you want to look it up, The Crawl is a reference to, I think it's like a specific dungeon or part of a dungeon in Dungeons and Dragons. That's very dangerous, so that's where the name comes from. The second episode says, The Vanishing of Blank Wheeler. I'm going to say Blank Wheeler, and personally, I'm not going to pay attention to the asterisks in this. And a lot of people were kind of confused by that. They were like, why are you disregarding the asterisks? And I don't know. Other sources, like Stranger Things on Spain, their Twitter account just released The Vanishing of Blank Wheeler. So I think they put the asterisks there just to be like the vanishing of like censored Wheeler. And a lot of people have been thinking about who this Wheeler might be. If you don't know, this name is a reference to the first episode of the series, The Vanishing of Will Byers. I am such a fucking strong The Vanishing of Mike Wheeler truther. I'm gonna be for real. Holly is kind of a little bit more possible. I don't know exactly how it would work out story-wise, because I think season 5 is the first season that we're gonna actually see like anything from Holly, and I'll go over why I think that in like a couple of minutes after we're done talking about the 2 main big things. But The Vanishing of Mike Wheeler. Oh, sit down and think about it. Oh, I'm thinking of that is delicious. I'm eating that up. Why am I crying? Oh. No, he goes in the upside. That's so good. They would cook so hard. They would cook so hard. I don't know. They would just, I don't know. Other, of course, other options include Nancy, which I think is like kind of possible, but I feel like, I don't know. It's hard because we know such little about the plot and the conflict of Stranger Things 5 that it's hard to make theories based on the titles, because we don't know anything about the plot of Stranger Things 5 rather than like the leaks that we've gotten. Like there's a radio station and they go to the radio station a lot and shit happens there, and there's a barn, and like we don't know a lot, like the hospital, and Max is in the hospital and all that stuff. Like otherwise we don't know anything about the plot, so it's very hard to theorize about what these episodes could be when we have like absolutely nothing about the plot. So honestly, Nancy, Holly, or Mike are like, they are all as like equally, what's the word, like equally possible for the titles. Some people say Karen. I could not give a fuck about that. Like, I do not think it's Karen. I strongly believe that it's not Karen, because like, what the fuck. I don't know. My gut just tells me it's not Karen, because why? The vanishing of Ted Wheeler kind of goes hard. And the vanishing of Nana Wheeler also kind of goes hard. Those were some of the little crack ideas that I saw on social media. But yeah, if that's real, like the ideas that it gives me about like the vanishing of Mike Wheeler, if it like parallels Will's disappearance. Oh, don't even get me started. That is so good. That is so good with the oh. And he's like yelling, ah, that's so good. I love that. I am so I I can't even speak. I can't even think about this. This is crazy. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Okay, the episode 3, the Turbo Trap. I don't think the Turbo Trap means. Is that something in D&D? No. No. It looks like it's the only thing I can find when I look up this is people like being like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think the Turbo Trap is like, it has to be like something that the characters and the world would have made up, or like they're just spewing like absolute like bullshit. Like Turbo Trap, like I don't care. Sorcerer, also vague as hell, don't care. Shock Jock, that kind of sounds like it would be a name for a Stranger Things episode. So I'm gonna give them that, because I feel like I could see a an episode called Shock Jock, and if I were to delve into the Will Byers gets electricity powers theory, that would definitely make sense. But I don't know how much I believe that theory, and I don't think I want that theory to happen either. And I've talked about this before. But yeah, it sounds like a name for a title that sounds like the Netflix ass title that they'd come up with. I mean, I love like it, like derogatorily, but like endearingly, I feel. And the escape from Camazotz is is a reference to A Wrinkle in Time. My friend Marsh, one of my mods on my server that I was also talking about, the Percy Jackson. Oh my god. There's a hair on my face. Sorry. That we were talking about Percy Jackson, said that the writers might have said that A Wrinkle in Time is going to be a big influence on season 5. We couldn't find source for that, or we just didn't look hard enough for a source on that. But I don't doubt them, because A Wrinkle in Time is like kind of, I don't know, like the time thing, and then like the fucked up dimension thing. Like, I read that book and I understand virtually none of it, but I was also in 5th grade, and I was also depressed. And and I did not want to read that book. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like A Wrinkle in Time and Neverending Story are kind of like at the same level to me mentally, and they've already referenced Neverending Story. Like, they've referenced Neverending Story. So I feel like it's not that big of a leap to say that this might be the name of an episode, but I think if you look up, it's like a death bat, which escape from kind of implies that you're escaping from a place and not from a person, but like it could also like escape from Vecna like kind of makes sense, But like, I don't know. I feel like escape from implies that it's a place, and that's not a place. But like, I don't know if I'm just like talking out of my ass right now. And then there were some rumors about, or some leaks about who was directing each episodes. And Frank Darabont did, oh shit, what did he do? He did The Walking Dead, and he also did Shawshank Redemption, I'm pretty sure. I no, oh my god. Opera, what the fuck are you doing? Opera should not sponsor me. Yes, he also did Shawshank Redemption. He did a lot of older horror movies from the 80s. And uh I don't know. I just want more of my boy Sean Levy. I'm a little disappointed that there isn't more Sean Levy up in this bitch, but like whatever. Whatever. And yeah. So those are my opinions on the titles that were released. Which we are halfway through all the main points I wanted to go over, which is good. No, go back. At the new radio station, like they made a new one? Oh no. Don't say the new radio station like they built an entirely fucking new radio station. Okay, so this is, let me turn down my let me transfer my headphones from my mic to my computer. Okie dokie. Alright, so this is a leaked video about a action sequence that they were filming on set, with some very intense dialogue. Everybody's going crazy about it. I've seen so many theories about it, but I just kind of wanted to sit here and like actually react to it, because I haven't done that yet. Like, obviously I've seen the video, but I haven't like fully analyzed it yet, so I was just gonna sit down and I'm gonna actually analyze it with you guys. We'll watch it through once and then we'll delve deeper, but yeah. Alright, and this is at the radio station set. Uh-oh. Damn, crickets went wild for this one. Papa. What the fuck? I need to listen to that grab him by the throat thing. That's such a weird fucking audio. Okay. Let me transfer back, because we're done with that. Okay. I don't doubt that these recordings are fake, but the second one specifically, I have thoughts about. And I don't want to I really don't want to discredit this, because I feel like it definitely could be real. And maybe they just did some like funky audio enhancements with the second one, but like with the second recording, but the like grab him by the throat, like it just doesn't sound like natural to me in the recording. Even if they were manipulating the audio for it to be louder, I think they would have had to do like a vocal separation thing from the audio track that's just the person speaking, and then amplify that, and maybe they did it with AI so it sounds a little funky. So the second video I'm not 100% on board with, but the first one I definitely can believe. Steve, if you hear me, you need to run. I'm kind of conflicted because I don't know who's yelling this. A lot of people like have sworn up and down that it's Will, but I don't know. I know the people that it can't be. It can't be Mike. It can't be any of the female characters. I don't think it's Jonathan. Maybe maybe it's Hopper, maybe, like, the slightest maybe. Maybe it's Murray. I don't know. I cannot tell who is screaming these words. But one thing that we can tell is that Steve is in obvious danger in this scene, and I hope he makes it out all right. Because how the hell else are they going to end the series by Steve going, well, stranger things have happened. If Steve dies, they can't kill off Steve. Actually, if they do that, I'm gonna fucking kill them. That would be a baller ass move, though. Imagine, okay, that's off topic. But yeah, I think if it is Will, then does Will also, like, piggyback, like, off of Vecna's mind? Like, if they still have that, like, mental connection like they did when Will was possessed? Like, when the Mind Flayer was making him the spy, and he was trying to spy back on the Mind Flayer, even though it didn't quite work out that way. I wonder if that's something that, like, Will is doing right now, and through spying back on Vecna, he can get through to people Vecna is currently controlling. So if it's Steve, it's like him being like, Steve, fucking pick it up already. But if it's anybody else, like, it's hard because we don't know why the radio station is there. We don't know. I mean, we know that pretty much all of the characters have been there for filming, except for Max, obviously. But we don't know anything about, like, why they're there, who works there, what the radio station has in connection to Hawkins. Like, it's obviously new, but, like, why is it there? Is it a like, what? I don't know. I just don't have enough information to, like, comfortably make a theory, because I don't know. I'm very much a realist, and I don't like getting my hopes up if I feel like they're going to be destroyed when I can help it. There's some times where I can't help it, and I get my hopes up, and I can't, like, stop being an optimist, and then it ends up not being that, and I just get destroyed. And something about Stranger Things 5 where I definitely don't have enough evidence whatsoever to go off of. I can't, like, I don't know, I can't comfortably say anything, because what I've wanted, like, I'm very biased on the inside, and of course, like, I want it to be Byler, because I love Byler, or I want it to be Will or Mike, but Stranger Things isn't just Byler, even though I fucking love Byler, and Byler's life. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence saying anything about that. So that's my thoughts on those videos. Alright, here are some of the spoilers that I did not go over that were also pretty big. Or some of the updates. So the first thing that I didn't go over, there's two things, is that Nell Fisher, who was in Red Dead Evil, is rumored to be joining the cast of Stranger Things 5. People think that she's going to be a recast of Holly Wheeler, and this is why, when we were talking about the possible episode title names, that I thought that it's very possible for it actually to be Holly, and how Holly might actually play a more important and major role in Stranger Things 5 than she has in any other season, obviously, because she's getting older and that kind of thing. Oh my god, there's a cat! That's so cute. Sorry, I didn't realize that. I fucking love ginger cats. As a recast of Holly, I guess, like, it, let's see. I'll talk about it more later, I feel. But, like, I can see it as a recast of Holly. I don't know why otherwise they would cast someone that looks so similar to Holly. But it is a little weird seeing someone else play Holly after we've had the twins for so long. So, yeah, people think Holly's gonna disappear like Will Byers did and kind of have her own Will Byers in the Upside Down arc. I don't really know how likely this is, because if that did happen, it would make her a pretty major character in Stranger Things 5. The cast is already crowded as is, so I feel like it might be a little much to add that, unless they kill someone off, or kill multiple people off. Sorry. just saying. But yeah, this is just a rumor, and I'm sure it's subject to change. But yeah, and the other thing was that there were these pictures taken at the hospital set, and it says 1987 at the bottom. So people are theorizing that this means that the series is going to be taking place in 1987, which I don't think is far off from the truth. I've actually been thinking that it's going to take place in 1987 for a while now, and there has been evidence that I've gone over to support that it will be in 1987. Like, there was a specific poster that was found at the Hawkins High set that said something like Saturday, April 5th or something like that, and April 5th was a Saturday in like 1987, something along those lines. But yeah, National Police Week, May 11th through 17th, being 1987, and saying that the show is going to take place in 1987. Honestly, not that far of a stretch. I'm happy to see that the season is taking place so much closer to season 4 than we originally thought. Because I don't know, I feel like they wanted to do the time skip because the actors no longer looked like the ages that they were playing, but like, you kind of already did that with season 4. And there wasn't a time skip then. So like, just like, I'm just saying, like, you like, that train's already left. Like, that boat's already sailed. I don't know. But yeah, and what I was gonna say is, I don't remember. Oh, this is my little browser background. It's the little cat giving a little hug. I don't know how old Holly will be in 1987. I don't know if she really looks like she's a year older than the Holly that we met in Stranger Things 4. But acting's all fucking weird with age, so that's completely just me spouting bullshit. And yeah, so those were the other two, like, bigger spoilers, and then here in the Stranger Things spoilers, I'll go over some of the photos that were taken since then. So these were at the lab. Inside the lab, we got some papers, general wreckage. I'm just kind of going through these. These are some updated looks at the sets for downtown with the military. What the fuck's going on? Why did it not let... Oh, there we go. Some of the updated... Holy shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Some of the updated sets for downtown. I don't really know what this is. I'm gonna be for real. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Maybe it's just the front of a building and I'm being dumb as fuck. Sometimes I am like that. Yeah, there's just a lot of military things. Wow, this photo's really helpful, guys. Sorry. Oh, what? Wait, or is this just the back? Oh, I think that's just the back. I was about to be like, what in the fucking apocalypse happened? But yeah, more military things, nothing relatively new. These were some of the pictures taken at the radio set recently. Those were the recordings, and that's that. Let's see. The writing of Stranger Things 5 has officially begun today. Oh, wait, shit. That's the pinned post. I was like, wait a minute, guys. Shit, I'm gonna start coughing now. Well, that's all that I have for you guys today. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Please let me know down in the comments, because I do want to have a discussion with you guys about some of these spoilers, because I feel like I went over a lot and I have a lot of theories, and I just want to know what you guys think about it. If you watched through the entire Percy Jackson rant at the beginning, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for listening to me, and please let me know what you think if you've also read Percy Jackson. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Next week, I'll be doing sastpbo. I'll be here again. And yeah, alright.